Hello. Hello Joshua, Wolvesville and Fayeux. Welcome in to the stream. I hope you're gonna get some more people, because otherwise the decision making will be interesting, but not like very interesting, I guess. Then we'll just make these. We'll finish the tier list with 3 people, and it's gonna represent my the Wolvesville YouTube community at least. But yeah, hello Flora, welcome in. So the messages, I don't know. Did you send an invisible message, Joshua, or am I crazy? Like, I have lag a bit, so the message might just not load in. I don't know if it's actually a message or not, but yeah. Oh. So I still have my allergies. I'm 25% of the community. Yeah, that's true, maybe. Now you are, for sure. Today we're going to finish the tier list. Like, maybe it doesn't compel people to just finish the tier list, but actually we have a lot of things to do. Like, all the new event roles have to be added, except for the ones that are like related to the werewolf one, because yeah, we already added those and there's no new werewolf since like the April drops, so must have been hidden by the random werewolf confusion. Yeah, maybe. Alright. I think we can switch scene. Let's go to the werewolf tier list. There you go. Okay, my camera is here, so that's cool. Oh yeah, let me put on the music real quick. Is this loud or not? I wonder, how is this too loud or too soft, or yeah, tell me. Today we're going to check these. I think it's alright. Okay, cool. So when it comes to this tier list here... Oh wait, let me switch this to this screen here. That's better. Alright, so I made all the icons a bit smaller. What we need to do with the werewolf tier list is like order the certain tiers. So we are going to say like, okay, we're gonna decide the order in which they have to appear. So let's just start at the bottom and go and work upwards. What do you think is the weakest werewolf in the vacuum of these 7? So we have Werewolf Fan, we have Wolf Shaman, we have Wolf Time Traveler, we have Alpha Werewolf, Stormwolf, Wolf Trickster, and Normal Werewolf. Which is, I think, already interesting, because I think there's like... yeah, there's like 2... I would say there's like 2 compelling candidates, but yeah. Wolf Time Traveler was also in my head, but at the same time, Wolf Time Traveler is also just like regular werewolf, but with a ability that can very rarely be an advantage. I have not figured out how I'm gonna do the Junior Werewolf plushie yet. Probably just send it in a box, like I've done that with. Like I actually have never done that. I think of it. I've done it with like my Switch repairing to the surface where they repaired. Normal werewolf is the obvious answer. You can't find a role that's worse than regular werewolf. Maybe Forkman, but yeah. In the werewolf tier list, probably not. Okay. We'll just try to do this quick. Like, if I think we need like to do a poll, because you guys are split, we'll do a poll. Okay, what do you think is the second weakest werewolf? We'll just do this I think it might still be Werewolfen, although maybe some of you are gonna argue something different. I wonder. So, if you're gonna use the ability as Wolf Time Traveler, you are it's probably gonna be a disadvantage to you, but same time I feel like if that is the case, you just don't use it, then you just are a regular werewolf basically. I don't think the Werewolf Time Traveler can be worse than regular werewolf for that reason, but yeah. Well, the Werewolfen could be. The thing is, like, we are still looking at Werewolfen as a 4th werewolf and not as a bonus 5th werewolf. So, if we're gonna say Werewolfen is not the weakest, then like what does it have? What has it going for it? It doesn't like. It has the good aura, and I guess the like priest can't water it, you know that. But other than that, it doesn't know the other werewolves, so that's a. I would say that's a pretty big disadvantage if you have a werewolfen on your team instead of any of these others roles. And yeah, also it is not able to kill unless it's converted. So I think Werewolfen would be compelling, but Werewolf Time Traveler is like the one rule that has like actually no use pretty much as well. Alpha is also another option. I think the unknown aura really saves the Alpha, to be fair. Yeah, hello Milan. Oh yeah, you have my profile picture, my old profile picture now. Also on YouTube. It is a bit, I don't know. Maybe you should try to center it a bit more if you get what I mean. Yeah, Werewolf is only here. Werewolfen is only here because we consider this as a 4th werewolf. It's not something that replaces Cursed or something alike. Because if we are considered the Werewolfen as a 5th werewolf, like as a bonus, then there you go. There you have the Werewolfen in this tier list. It is a 4th werewolf in this tier list. And yeah, that's why I wonder, like, Werewolfen not that strong, I think. But I think there's like already quite a split, so I'm gonna make a poll for this one. Werewolfen. Okay, so I've seen like Wolf Time Traveler, Werewolfen, and Alpha Werewolf. I think those are the options. Like, I wonder what's gonna be the strongest one in this tier. It's probably gonna be Trickster, to be fair. Junior C tier. Yeah, Junior feels maybe a bit weak. For like, maybe you would imagine it in B tier, but if you look at all these roles, you can probably see why this is a C tier. Like, all of these roles are actually quite strong. Time Traveler only good use is just stacking converts. Oh yeah, that is a thing. But yeah, how often do you get both? Well, Wolf Time Traveler is of course like pretty strange in that regard anyways, but yeah. Oh, we've a tie, okay. Okay, I'm gonna make a new poll, I think. Oh. My music is like trying to load in. That's probably not a good sign for my internet. Okay, I'll probably have to close the poll. Like, I don't see... Hey, it's not closing. Okay, okay, now it's closing. Wow, is it like... Do I have this much lag that things are just not loading? What's going on with my stream? Ha, okay. Does if I do music playback here, it does work. Okay, maybe the music is back now. Nope, it's not. The poll hasn't closed either. I don't know. Oh my god, the lag is so bad today. Why is it like this? Okay, there's the poll. Jeez. Hello, Alex. Welcome in. Okay, now I see all the messages pop up. I'll say Alpha stronger because TT's ability is just backfires. Okay. Ooh, is the Gentle's rank based on its testing version or the reworked one? I think it was the reworked one. Okay. Cursed is not on this tier list though, but I don't know. Maybe you're talking about last poll, other tier list. Oh wait, you guys tied the votes. Oh my god. Okay. What do we do then? Okay, you know what? I will do a poll again. If the poll closes, I will be the 7th. If we do like the 7th, or what am I saying? If it's gonna be a tie again, I will be the 7th player, and that means that I will decide the order between these 3. Yeah, that's gonna be how it is. Then, which role is the weakest of these? Werewolf fan, Alpha Werewolf, or Wolf Time Traveler? Alright, poll, please pop up. You're gonna sleep. Okay, good night. Okay, well, Wolvesville, you have to vote now then if you wanna break the tie. Okay. I'm gonna wait for an 8th vote, I think. Okay, music. Hopefully the music is gonna be back, like, actually. Okay, you know, I will be stalemate breakers now. Okay, we've 8 votes, close the poll. Alpha Werewolf is the weakest. Surprise for me, but yeah. Alpha Werewolf is gonna be nominated here. I guess technically speaking, you guys didn't really... The people who didn't vote Alpha Werewolf... Or the people who did vote Alpha Werewolf haven't really said their thing about the other 2. So now we're gonna make a poll for the other 2 as well, because you guys all think these are compelling. Which role is weaker? Werewolf fan, Wolf Time Traveler. Check my new PV. I've seen your profile picture. I'm just not always reacting, honestly. I am surprised the Werewolf fan is like considered this strong by you guys. Like, it's like Werewolf fan being like a 4th werewolf is actually really weak. I'm just saying. Like, basically, Werewolf fan in this context is like regular werewolf, but you can't kill, and you don't know your teammates, but you do have a good aura. That's like Werewolf fan here. So I'm surprised it's actually like this high, but yeah. The poll is pretty clear. We will do the Wolf Time Traveler here. Now what? Okay, if anyone wants to make an argument that Werewolf fan is not gonna be the next one, please do it now. Otherwise I will just post the Werewolf fan like... Oh, I'm gonna try to line this up. Otherwise I will post the Werewolf fan as the next one here. You guys think Shaman? Actually crazy. Okay. Wait. Okay, nobody says Storm. So we'll do the other one. Trickster will be there too, but I think Trickster... I don't imagine Trickster would like... Well, actually lose this poll. Because I would say like, if you get the majority, you basically lose the poll. For me, it's Werewolfen as in strong to weak or weak to strong? Yeah, Werewolfen as 4th werewolf, you're gonna backfire on your teammates. That's true, because you don't know your teammates. Like, either you are in the... Or either you're a regular werewolf in that state, and if you're not, you just don't know who your teammates are. You have a good aura, maybe, but it's not like you're gonna be having 4 teammates. It's gonna be like you have 3 teammates. So, hello Ari, welcome in. Weak to strong. Speed's werewolf fan. Yeah, okay. Wolf Shaman, Wolf... Stormwolf? Yeah, Stormwolf is like occasionally quite strong. Yeah, I have done that too on Node. I've also messed up my team sometime in the past. Hello, Guts and Cool Lego guy, welcome in. Okay. We have clear winner slash loser. The werewolf fan is gonna be here now. Oh, my internet. The music is like, there's just these random moments that nothing really loads. Okay. Now it loads again. I got Deep Sea Terror. Is it worth it? You be the judge of that, because I have not... I have like played one game, I think, with Deep Sea Terror. That was like yesterday in my stream. But I didn't play as Deep Sea Terror. Or did I? No, I definitely didn't. I got like Deep Sea Terror. I remember that. Okay. Now we get like some rules with actual abilities. Also, based on this, I think we can move these 4 a bit more to the left. I got deep... Yeah, it is kind of weak, the Deep Sea Terror. Hypo, can we record another imposter video today? Actually, if I wanna like post imposter videos, I can just do that. I might actually do that, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Like maybe this weekend. Like make it and then I'll post it like Tuesday. I could make it, I guess, but the problem is like I have so much little stuff that I need to do. Like I'm gonna prioritize my member only video of the behind the scenes. That's like gonna be work for tonight. And other than that, I don't really have time today because I've dinner after this stream, and then I have like, I don't know, an hour, and then I'm gonna watch the mall on the TV, and then I'm gonna start working on the behind the scenes for the members. So the April Fool's video. I'm gonna be real here. Storm is only good in classic. Once people know what's up, it's over. Yeah, true. What are we gonna... I'm not streaming tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna make a poll here. Weakest role here. Wait, maybe... Wait, we can actually make this poll a bit different from... Or can we? No, I don't think I have that many. No, I don't have the options for that. If I had 6 options, I could make like that a thing. Storm Wolf, Wolf Shaman, Wolf Trickster. Okay, pool is going up. I genuinely don't know. My chat is like not loading. It's so close. I could do a ranking. The only thing is I have tried that in the past, but people have pointed out that it's unfair because some people have like, they say like, okay, well, I am voting like the weakest. I'm voting Shaman. But they don't have a say then anymore about which is the strongest / second weakest. Because they voted Shaman as weakest. But then they can't say like, okay, but Storm is like the best and then Trickster. Or Trickster is the best and then Storm. So that's why I can't do that really. Like I could do it, but that would fundamentally change this type of ranking. And I could do it. I would say like, okay, I can do it if you guys can see and change the percentages of the votes, but I don't think you guys see that, right? Or you see it when like you submitted something, but then it's too late. So in theory, if village don't know who is Junior Werewolf, you can enchant Junior Werewolf to catch them off guard. Wait, we're talking about Junior Werewolf? Oh yeah, I guess. Oh, you would. That's what you mean. Yeah. You can enchant your Junior Werewolf to get them like to make people think like, ah, that's Wolfsheim, a safe lynch. Yeah, I guess that would work. I got sources. Should I re-roll to get? Can you re-roll? What do you mean? Or do you want to like actually spend another 12 cards on upgrading a Wolf Seer? I would say don't do that probably unless you have everything else. I don't know what admin abuse is, but no, I don't watch it. Okay, let's close this pool. Wolf Shaman is here. Oh. No. I did. That was kind of goofy what I did there. Okay. Now what? Okay. Okay, first I want to see, can we get like... What are your guys' arguments for which role is stronger, Storm or Trickster? Hello, Marseille Mayneth. How's the new role? You mean Easter Bunny or Deep Sea Terror? Like, I have not played with either as like a new role. I have played the old Easter Bunny, of course, but like not the new one. Hello, Jeffro. Did someone say Shaman? Yep. Shaman has just placed as the 5th weakest werewolf in the game. Blind Werewolf gameplay is close to Werewolf Seer, so you have a better chance to grasp than having Sorcerer. I didn't watch the previous streams, but why is Candy B tier? Would you argue it should be higher or lower? I just curious. The one that has tentacles, so the Deep Sea Terror. Like, I don't know. I have not played it. I have only been affected by it once. But yeah. Can't say too much about it, actually. It is, oh yeah, I can say it's like quite weak, honestly. Like, if you want to get a strong roll, it's not as weak as Headless Horseman probably, but it's decently weak. Yeah, if you want to get like a stronger SK, then you should just regularly upgrade. Hopefully you get like Evil Detective for Cannibal, or ideally. No, we are doing like all the rolls. We're gonna do all the tiers today. Or all the tier lists. We have to move a bit quicker, by the way. I'm gonna make a poll because I have like 1 hour and we're gonna try to finish everything. And the B and A tier in particular here are quite huge. So yeah, I'm saying like we're not gonna really move things between tiers anymore. That's something we did like in the previous streams. We're just gonna rank the roles within the tiers. Let's do for the last one in the bottom one. Strongest werewolf in bottom tier is Storm Wolf or Wolf Trickster. Okay, let's start the poll. Also, I see it's like, okay, there you go. It's chat is back for me. Easter Bunny, I've not seen a single Easter Bunny. I've not played a single Easter Bunny game yet, or have I? Maybe I have, but I've not really noticed it. Right. So what is stronger? Wolf Trickster is like, I would say Wolf Trickster. I don't know. It feels like a more. Stormwolf is like just like. Really depends with who you play. Wolf Trickster. Yeah, I would say like Wolf Trickster is really dependent on how you play. Like how good are you as the player controlling this role. Stormwolf is really how good are the players against you. Because if they are good, this is gonna be weak. Wolf Trickster can be quite strong, but it's also definitely a skill-based role. I have already answered that question, Milan. I don't watch admin reviews. I think it's because it's one of the first roles to be ranked first, and over time it seems off. Yeah, maybe that might explain why the Candy Wolf is there. Personally, it's also like really... Candy Wolf is like another role that really depends on your setup. Like if you have low protectors, it's pretty strong because you force a protector to go for someone, and if they don't do it, you can just get a free kill there. If you have many protectors though, they can actually kind of figure out who is gonna protect them, and they can still like protect other people and still possibly prevent you from killing. So if there's like 3 protectors, or you have like a butcher, then you are basically cooked as Candy Wolf. Then it's like pretty weak. But if you have like only a doctor, for example, then the doctor has to make a choice. Either I'm gonna try and hopefully save someone important, and just let that Candied player die, or I'm gonna save the Candied player, but then the werewolves just have free playing field for a night. So it's an interesting debate for the Candy Wolf. Do they let us unlock the event cards rules after they end if we unlock the cards before? Nope. You have to upgrade the event cards during the event if you want to actually get like use out of it. Oh yeah, by the way, I see it's a tie. If it's a tie, I am the tiebreaker. So, and I don't vote in the poll, but I will be tie breaking. Milan, don't ask that again. This is the third time you ask it, and the third time I'm gonna answer it with no. I see like pretty much all messages, and oh yeah, I need to close the poll. If I don't respond to your message, it's probably like either I try to ignore it, or because it's like something I don't want to respond to, or it's like or I just or there's something else. Sometimes you may repeat it, but I also already answered the question. I don't know what it is, but yeah. If you're gonna protect yourself, you might as well be stubborn. Yeah, true. Like stubborn is like just better than jelly, to be fair. Okay. Strongest werewolf is the Stormwolf, so that's interesting. We have that right now. Oh, music is back. Nice. Alright. Okay. Let's go I think we can go to the C tier. So How would you say, guys? Junior Werewolf or Jelly Wolf? Let me hear. What's like the weaker role and what's the stronger role of these two? I'm gonna look the other ones in the bottom tier real quick. But you can already talk about it. Like Jelly Wolf, of course, is well, they're actually both related to material if you think of it. I would say Jelly Wolf is more accessible in the sense of like you will likely save someone. As Junior Werewolf, you kind of have to work for it, but I think getting a kill as Junior Werewolf is stronger than saving someone as Jelly Wolf. But that's just my thought. Is Deep Sea Terror even good? Only got that one unlocked. Deep Sea Terror is not that good, but it is like different and it can be fun, I think. You can actually upgrade event cards from previous events right now. It has something to do with mythic card. Yes and no, Ghosty, because you can upgrade epic cards to legendary, but you cannot upgrade like a common or rare to a higher tier. So if you have the actual roll, you can upgrade it to legendary. Like you can upgrade it from epic to legendary, but that's the only thing you can do after the event. So that's pretty important to know because, yeah, I wish it was I wish it was different, just to be clear, but yeah, unfortunately it's not. I think Jelly somewhat gets power crept by Snatcher. Not too sure about the leather mechanic, but I heard that it could steal lynch protectors. Yeah, if that's true, that Jelly is like kind of outdated in that regard then. Why Ghost Wolf is there? For me, it is the best wolf. Ghost Wolf is pretty high. I don't think it's the best one, to be fair. I don't think it would make an argument. I would not be able to see how it would be like the absolute top, but I think A tier is pretty solid for a Ghost Wolf. You're eating schnitzel. Have a nice schnitzel. Universe is a guaranteed kill when you die and you can play aggressively. Jelly is not even a guaranteed save. I would say I would still argue it's the opposite. Like if you want to guarantee a save, you protect yourself. That's gonna like always do something. Whereas as Junior Werewolf, yeah, you will die or you will win, but if you die lost, there's no purpose really, apart from helping the solo maybe. But yeah, like I would say like it's the opposite of what you say there. That's cool at least, but getting mythics just for the roll past the event is ludicrous. Yeah, I agree. It serves a different purpose actually. If anything, Snatcher is more compared to Stop than Jelly. There will not be a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not doing anything. Tomorrow I have a day off. Okay. Let's make the poll. Which is stronger? Jelly Wolf. I'm actually really curious to this answer because I think both have an argument, a valid argument. It really depends on like your preference, really. Like if you prefer to be like, if you're good at aggroing, I would totally see why you put Jelly there or a Junior as the stronger one. Whereas if you're good at like, well, protecting, that's like, if you're like not good at playing aggro and you actually think like your tag is not gonna be useful mostly, then Jelly Wolf would make sense. Also, what would you rather? Would you rather have like a 4th werewolf instead of 3, or would you rather have 8 villagers instead of 9? That's also a question you could be asking here. In that regard, I think a 4th werewolf is like better, but yeah, it's not like, hey, the Jelly Wolf has saved the player and now we don't know who the werewolf is anymore. You know, it's also like, it's always just only a bit of material. It doesn't really hide away a werewolf anymore after that. I don't know what we do next week. Okay, Junior Werewolf is stronger. I would like to conclude that from that poll. Okay, that's pretty easy. Now what? I want to see in the chat. We have like what? We have 10 roles to talk about in the B tier. The B and the A tier on its own could be a stream almost. Okay. I'm going to just think out loud, one by one, if I think they should be on the bottom or top of the B tier. But guys, don't get swayed by what I say. Just it's about what you think. I would also like to read the chat actually. If you guys have opinions on where everything should be. Like, Spitwolf and Kitten are, like, tricky ones for me. Yeah, Candy Wolf can, like, situationally, it's pretty weak, you know? It could be a B tier. I think Party Wolf is, like, on the higher end of the B tier. I feel like Guardian Werewolf should be on the lower end. Nightmare Werewolf... Nightmare is difficult. Gentle Wolf is probably on the lower end, to be fair. Wolf Summoner might be on the... Wolf Summoner feels like it should be on the higher end of the B tier for me. Sorcerer is one of those that I find really difficult to really just imagine. Shadow might be on the higher end. Kitten is like... Pooh. Kitten could also be on the higher end of the B tier. There's a rule where villagers love to keep Junior for last. Gentle lost? I forgot Party Wolf even exists. Yeah, I wish they did something with it. Like, it makes sense. Now, Philip did ask me in the Q&A why, if I would like to see Party Wolf as an event role. And he asked it in such a way that it was like, actually it's a ludicrous idea to make it an event role because it's not balanced. But yeah. I don't know, but I reacted like, well, maybe, but... I think some roles in A and B tier should be pushed down the list because it's so crowded there. Yeah, but we're not going to push them down anymore because... if you want that, you should have been in the last stream, to be fair, because, yeah, we did it there. In the last two streams of this Werewolf tier list. Like, as a... That's just my POV, but as a streamer, I also have to, like, reward those who are watching and, like, reward and participating. And, like, I can't, like, constantly keep shuffling there. Like, I also have respect for the people who made this tier list in the first place in that stream. And now we are going to just do what is there, and we'll just finish up the tier itself, because yeah, what we did not do is like, yeah, make the order, of course. Gentlewolf looks like Grumpy. With the white hair, I guess. It looks a bit more majestic than a Grumpy Grandma, I would say. I remember asking that in the Q&A about Party Wolf. Yeah, oh, you asked it as well? Okay. Nobody really says something in terms of like what's the weakest, so if that is the case, apart from Unknown, so I'm gonna just assume you guys agree that Gentlewolf is like lowest, because I don't know what else, like in the, when we have a couple rules that we could put up there, like as a baseline, we will just, I can make a poll when we have like 3 or 4 rules that are into contention. But now there's like 10 rules in contention. And yeah. Okay. What is the second weakest role in the B tier now? Gentle's confused sophisticated cousin. Yeah, kinda, if you look at it. Party wolf is the only innocent wolf. Because it parties, but then it still isn't innocent because of the bullet. But that's not lore related. Right. Oh, music is crashing again. I wonder what we're gonna do, like, in terms of the B tier here. I hope there's not too many skip frames right now going on. Like, I genuinely don't know how much the stream is disconnecting when the music is disconnecting and the chat is disconnecting for me for a bit. Okay, is there anyone who disagrees with Ghosty? I would say Candy Wolf is the second weakest, followed by Party. I think Party is like stronger than you think. Because there's a lot of situations. Well, it kind of I remember like at some point the meta was just like, just shoot the Party Wolf quick. It's like when you say something like the first second of the voting phase, they won, and the seer says like, their Party Wolf popped quicker before they popped me. Something like that, you know? And if you can stay hidden as Party Wolf, it can be ridiculously strong. But yeah, that's an if, of course. I think Split Wolf is kinda and very situational. It is. Split Wolf is one of the harder roles here. Okay, we have a couple options now. I'm gonna just include these. Between Candy and Party is stronger, but I think Sorcerer, so your candidate is, yeah, Wolf Gunner. It is exactly Wolf Gunner. Okay, I'm gonna include the options here. Oh, we have a couple options here. Nightmare, the Guardian, Summoner, Sorcerer, Nightmare, Guardian, Oscar. What is like? I'm gonna wait. What did who said it? Ghosty says Candy Wolf is the second weakest. Okay. Candy. I will just include these four because yeah, unfortunately I can't do more than 4 options. Really stupid. I wish YouTube did change that, but yeah. Split deserves the advanced role title because of that. Because it's complicated. It is fundamentally a free kill. Of course, the downside is like being revealed, but yeah. Okay, we'll run the poll between Nightmare, Guardian, Candy, and Sorcerer. Like, I think this is gonna be pretty split as well, but yeah. So what rules are not like... Split, Kitten, and Shadow are probably gonna be on the higher ends here. In my opinion, Astronomer isn't as hard as to play as some werewolf role. It's not hard. Astronomer is a very easy role to play, I would say. It's arguably the easiest role in the whole witch tree to play as. Yeah, maybe Pumpkin Dealer could be there. I think, unironically, witch is like Oh, the concept is simple. That's why it's a base roll. But like, if you're gonna look at how much skill is involved, Witch is probably the hardest role in the whole Witch tree. So, like, it needs to like predict with its protection, and also it needs the kill ability is more. Forger also needs kinda some reads, but not that much. You're woke. You just woke up. Well, good morning. Kenny is free. Okay. 10 votes. Candy Wolf. Candy Wolf is gonna be the second weakest. I don't know. Is there enough space for this? There might not be. Okay, now it should be fine. Okay. Oh, I did end the poll. It's just like so slow with loading. Oh, now I'm getting like a stream. Now it's getting laggy. Oh my god, I hate the lag. What did they do to my internet? Alright. I don't know how, and to what extent my stream is still running, but okay, it should be back now, right? Now it should be good. Let's be real here. Forger always give their stuff to Seer. Yeah, true. Unless there's, if you know there's someone like coupled or instead, then maybe not. But and also in the conversion in the Kitten Wolf games, it's also kind of tricky. But otherwise, they just give it to Seer, especially his shield, and then the sword. Okay. Now let's do the second weakest one. Or second weakest. This is the third weakest. Okay. So what are the candidates now? Guardian. I guess we have to put on the party wolf here. Sorcerer. Wait, let me check. What was like Nightmare Wolf? Okay, let's not do Nightmare Wolf in that case. Nightmare Wolf only got 1 vote, so Guardian, Wolf Summoner, Sorcerer, and Party Wolf. If we're talking ranked, then you have to think because there are many roles, info roles every game. Yeah, that's true. If you're a forger in ranked, you have to think a bit more. Yeah. And in sandbox, it's a bit easier. You can also just give it to something like, yeah, featured onto without abilities or something. Can I watch that behind the scenes video? Not if you're not a member on my channel, you can't watch it. I will it will be a member only video. That's the thing that I'm gonna do for this weekend. So yeah, there will not be a stream tomorrow, probably. Like, unless I change plans, but I don't know. I probably just need to do some stuff behind the scenes as well. Alright. Like, I have so much small stuff. I also need to do a lot of update contests. I just don't have infinite time. Sorcerer is the weakest one here. Okay. then now we're getting into an interesting territory. Why is the poll is not loading sometimes? It's so stupid. Yeah, okay, now the music also stops as I expected. Oh my god. No content for you indeed. In this case. I'm gonna make a member exclusive video for this weekend behind the scenes, and then of the April Fool's video. And other than that, I'm gonna take a break. I'm just gonna take some free time. Like I also need that, you know? Like YouTube is like, it is, I do YouTube in my free time, but at the same time it also feels like half a job to some degree, so alright. Let's go with number 7. I don't know what is gonna be, what to be contenders here. Like, I still have like, hello, Malyun, welcome in. But will we be able to watch the All Rules guide anytime soon? I'm probably gonna make a video about that, to be fair. No, mayor members don't get it earlier than 4 keys. Everyone gets it at the same time. But the 4 key members do get the behind the scenes. Yeah. They don't have early access to videos, but they will get the behind the scenes. Party Wolf is not very popular, and neither is Wolf Summoner. So, okay, well, difficult. Who should we include here? Maybe it's time for Guardian to return. Okay, what do we definitely need to include here? Yeah, Guardian Wolf, Summoner Party. If anyone wants to propose that another role should be coming back now, or will be included, please tell me. I can actually include the Nightmare Wolf now I think of it, because that was one I excluded earlier. Like, so far nobody has mentioned Split, Kitten, Shadow. Those 3 are like not really mentioned. Okay, there's the poll. Party Wolf. Wait, for a second I thought there was like only 3 options and something went wrong with the poll, but there is like 4 options, so it's correct. You can't do custom games with 2 players though, that's not possible. I'm just saying, but if you're gonna do custom games with 2 players, it's gonna be over automatically. Like, either someone of us wins, or it's like a tie if we're both serial killer or something. You know, that's not interesting. And if I happen to host some custom games and you happen to be like online on the game, I will invite you, but I'm not going to. I'm not like, I need to have time to do custom games, and I don't have time. So, like, I have that on my streams. That's, you know, custom games. I like custom games, but when I play custom games, I just typically go live. So I make time for them on my live streams, but not like other than that, because I have so much stuff that I like doing and that I need to do. Like, I'm also, like, you are maybe not that old, but I'm 26. I still, and I'm not even someone who does a lot, like, I don't have my own house for yeah, just saying. But I still need to clean this place sometimes, and um, I work 5 times a week, and I play other games, and I make videos, which takes like 20 hours a week. Like YouTube is already quite busy. I can't just easily add another custom game session to my week. That's not like very easy. But yeah, that's just a little rant on that you ask too often if we can play custom games. Okay. Um I saw the result. It was pretty clear, but I don't know. The poll's not loading the results, so I'm waiting for that, and it's so annoying. The Wi-Fi is so slow. Oh, now it's totally crashing. Okay, there it is. Hey, let's go. Party Wolf. Okay, when the music is back, usually it goes well again. It's laggy, I know. It's very... I know there's like people... There's other people who host proper custom games. I think Bellringer or Ritualist, one of those two, or maybe both. Simon Berg K is also someone who hosts custom games. I think. Maybe not that often though, but there's proper hosts. There's also like Discord servers you can join. I'm like only one of a couple hosts, but there is more than just me. I upgraded Alpha to Stubborn, Junior to Split, Wolfseed to Sorcerer. Who should I upgrade next? Okay, like if you're saying like you want to upgrade a Werewolf specifically, Pooh, that's difficult. I would not go Guardian Wolf for sure. Granted, I would probably upgrade Wolf Shaman, honestly. He is 10. Yeah, he is 10. He's quite young, I know. Okay, we have to kind of move on with the tier list. Okay. You know how bad the internet thing would have been if I would also go on Twitch right now? Because yeah, if you didn't notice, I'm not live on Twitch. Normally I would be, but yeah, apparently my internet cannot handle it today. Alright, also we really do need to hurry. So I think what we will do is we'll finish the B tier. Then I will move on to some other tier lists quickly. And then we can maybe do the S tier. Let's see. In 2 years you're going to middle school. Aha. Okay, what should be next? Okay. Guys, I need to get some... I need to get some input on what roles to include. Like, we know the Guardian Wolf. Nobody voted Nightmare Wolf, so I'm quite sure that Nightmare Wolf is like considered definitely stronger than these things. We had the Guardian. We also had what? The Wolf Summoner. I'm surprised. Well, maybe it's not. It is towards the higher. It's like middle tier on the B tier so far. Yeah, a game is 16 plus. True. I mean, there's probably like a lot of people under the age of 60 playing WoW still, but you just admitted it. You know what? We'll do this. Peggy 7. I still don't know what Peggy 7 means exactly. Like, I know it's like a... And you know, it's how do you say that? It's like a direction of the yeah. a rule with ages and stuff, but I don't know what Peggy 7, what age category that is specifically. Do you know? Let's do this. This in the poll. The devs had mercy with you. I don't know if they know if you are like underaged for that. Also, did I get a message? No, not relevant. Okay, pause up. 1, 2, honestly, ranking roles in a vacuum is kinda flawed because roles in the same role tree are directly competing against each other. Junior Earth doesn't compete with blind, it competes with... Yeah, true. But yeah, that is the whole thing with making tier lists. I know if you're gonna like objectively rank roles on balance, you can't do it like I do it here. But we're doing this for fun, not for like an official thing that they need to follow or something. That cast my mind back to the time I lied about my age to play games. Now I sometimes remember all embarrassing moments in I Did It game when I was underage. Yeah, well, people can probably suspect that you're underage when you have embarrassing moments. So you could do a stream where you rank the roles in a single role tree from worst to best. Yeah, I could do that. I am thinking of like a tier list. Someone suggested that, and it would make for a good video as well, I think. Again, and updated, I guess. But make a tier list from what roles to upgrade. But that is like really difficult because I look at upgrading differently than everyone else. Or than a lot of people, not everyone else. But yeah, that is like a totally different thing than this tier list. Do the Guardians even... I think they would if they know, but they can't know if someone is underage, unless they say so. If I say I'm 15 in game, they could ban me, but they should know. Well, depends on if they have seen my videos, but they probably know I'm not 15, so... I'm not gonna check it now, but I believe you. Should you re-roll Source to Blind Werewolf? No. If you're gonna spend another 12 cards for that, don't. Back in my day, we have replacement rules instead of roll trees, and fleeing was suicide. Yep. That's like OG Wolvesville. Also, in the terms of the poll, it looks like we're getting a tie. So I'm gonna be the deciding factor in that case. Wait, someone voted for anything else, but I don't know if they said it in the chat. What else that should have been? So in this case, I will do the tie breaking. I am gonna do the tie breaking here. It says 45-44, by the way. That's because YouTube makes the poll like 100%, but it has like 9 votes. So basically, Guardian Wolf and Wolf Summoner both got 4 votes. And I'm gonna do the tie breaking. That's the first time I do tie breaking. Ideally, this is not necessary because then it suddenly also becomes my tier list. But I'm gonna place the Guardian Wolf lower. And then we follow that, of course, with the Wolf Summoner. I would say my argument for that is because I think the... can we place this more correctly? The Guardian Wolf, I think the Wolf Summoner, like, reviving... Technically speaking, you both have, like, +1 material. Wolf Summoner has the unknown aura advantage, small advantage nowadays. And also, what I would say is a major advantage for the Wolf Summoner is that reviving regular werewolves can be very useful to trigger tough guys and beast hunter traps and trapper traps. Like, if you just want to get rid of traps, or more specifically, if you want to get rid of tough guys, it's a very useful thing to just bring up a werewolf who everyone knows already. I've done that recently too. Like, I lost a game in which I had, like, I faced like 2 tough guys and a couple other protectors. So it was a pretty protection heavy setup, and I was able to, yeah, we were able to get out both tough guys basically without them getting any useful information. 9 PM Dutch, it's gonna end like 6 PM in our time, so pretty quickly already. Wolf Summoner is also useful for triggering wind conditions. Yep, true. So things. So now let's go. Now we have like 4 rolls, so now this could be a bit easier. You hit a revived werewolf. Wait, what is TFW again? Okay, now we're getting into a debate we've not had yet with these rolls here. Nobody really talked about Kitten Wolf or Shadow, I think. Also, Nightmare hasn't really got the spotlight. So these are pretty high B tier rolls. I think all are arguably weaker than all A tier rolls. If I see the A tier, I feel like, yeah, they are probably all stronger than the B tier rolls. Although Kitten can be quite strong. Same with Shadow Wolf, but yeah. The thing about Wolf Summoner is if you revive a teammate, a regular and regular is the weakest werewolf mechanic wise. Yeah, that's the advantage of the Wolf Summoner. In the past, I would have said Guardian Wolf might be stronger. Because in the past, first of all, Wolf Summoner had the evil aura, and secondly, someone would just stay until like folding phase and then it would die automatically. But now they need to waste the folding phase if they want to kill that revived werewolf, or they need to shoot, which is even worse probably for the village. Stream is quite laggy, I know. Yeah, my internet's not really great today. You know, I'm gonna be quite mad at my... If they know it's bad, like my parents, I will definitely ask that. Like, maybe they have done something that it's bad. Maybe it's just my extender though. That might be the case too. I will see. I'm gonna unplug the Wi-Fi after this stream probably when we have dinner, and then it probably is gonna be better. Usually it just solves it that way. Oh, we have another lag spike, I see. Let me just pause the music. Maybe that might improve it. Okay. You're split. Well. Wait. Oh, shit. We have like a tie. Okay, in that case, I guess I will do a tie breaking again. I actually meant to close it at 7 polls because we had 1 winner, and now we have like a tie with Kitten and Nightmare. I think this is genuinely very hard for me. Like, I always lean towards saying Kitten is stronger, but maybe it's really not. It's not guaranteed, yeah. Nightmare, I think Nightmare will take the cake for me. In the past I would not have said that, but I'm gonna say it now. Okay, now what? Now we're gonna pick the strongest one, and then we're going to move to some other tier lists and just update them. We'll probably have to do one of these streams again to finish it up, like the highest A tier, S tier, and the other tiers, tier lists. Okay, so guys, look at the title of the poll. You vote for the strongest werewolf here instead of the weakest. Now it's the strongest. Nightmare must survive in late game. Kitten has a higher effect on the game. It does have a higher effect. It is kind of like Junior Werewolf as well, with the fact that you are like, usually they keep you last if they know that you are the Kitten Wolf. And yeah, me as a sandbox player is very used to seeing Vigilantes and Seers in games, so... And yeah, in ranked I would say like, Kitten would be stronger maybe. Well, probably actually, but... The thing is, in ranked, Kitten doesn't exist so far I know, so there it just, yeah, it doesn't really hold up. Okay, poll is quite unanimous. The strongest one is the Shadow Werewolf. Okay, that is the B tier. Can we meet IRL someday? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna lock these rolls in. Which one do we need to look here? We're gonna do another tier list now. Okay, guys. You guys in the chat tell me what tier list do you wanna update first. I think every tier list has an update. There's 6 options. There's the voting. There's the solo killers. We have 4 new rules there, being the Deep Sea Terror, Evil Cupid, Evil Santa, and Headless Horseman. We have the third-party roles. We have 1 new role there, the Admirer. We have the village has 4 categories. The Shooters. I think that one has Pumpkin Dealer in there. I put Pumpkin Dealer there because the whole witch tree is in that tier list as well. We have I think there's more though to that tier list than just the Pumpkin Dealer, if I remember that correctly. Then we have the Protectors, where we add like, I think Pumpkin Dealer as well. Same for Snow Angel. And then we have Informers, that one has Pumpkin Oracle. And we have the other category, that one has like... Oh yeah, we have Prayer as well somewhere, and Watchdog. I forgot about those two, those also exist. Stream was laggy again there. Split is in a weird spot, because if you kill early then you lose a villager, but if you keep it less then the double werewolf con becomes a problem. Yeah, for the village. Do the following roles plus solos. Okay, we'll do those. Let's do the solos. You know, we'll do the solos and that will be it for today. Okay, here the chat doesn't appear. Wait, let me see. Okay, that's not really how I want it to look like. Wait, can we do that better? Yeah, I can do that better. I'm gonna pick the wolf. I'm gonna pick the. Jesus, I'm talking to the. Starting to speak Dutch as well. Oh my god. Where's the YouTube chat? There you go. I'm gonna copy paste the YouTube chat like it is here. What is the problem with this? I think it literally doesn't change anything. No, it doesn't change really anything. Oh wait, it does actually. Let me remove this one then. Okay, this is better. I've just read Splitwolf ability description. Does its ability cover Junior Wolf entirely, or am I mistaken? It does. Splitwolf is, well, it's like, I would say it's just Junior, but then with that win condition part. But some people think there is a flaw to the Splitwolf. That is, if you're a bound player who you can choose, by the way, at any moment dies earlier than you, then you get revealed to the village or to everyone. That's like the con of the Splitwolf. Some people argue that's an important con. I would say it's not really that important, because you still keep your tags. You can still change your tag. If you're revealed and actually it becomes a problem, then you will still tag someone. Unless you're like really playing for that win condition thing, then it might be a problem though. But if you're really playing for that, I would say like, you probably just want to wait with tagging in that case till you have someone to, especially if like last werewolf. If you're last werewolf and you are playing for that win con bonus, just tag no one till it's actually gonna matter. Like, just saying. And if you're not playing for that, or you don't know what you're playing for, then just tag someone and be okay if you are exposed. Because people will have to vote you at some point. Okay, so yeah, we have like this tier list thing has, again, this is like a not top 10 section, so we need to adjust a couple things here. This is where we will need to adjust. Or do we just say like, let's just put these rules somewhere where we think they belong, and let's just screw the not top 10 thing? Maybe we should do that, because this is gonna be a bit complex to move everything down and start that debate again. Because if we're gonna make like, well, to be fair, there's probably gonna be 2 roles that we have to move down to the not top 10 in that case. Okay. Okay, so what would you guys think? I'm just gonna put something out here. What is the weakest role that we have on this list right now? Is it Headless Horseman, Deep Sea Terror, or Serial Killer? Like, which is the weakest one? Like, I don't think it's Deep Sea Terror yet. I don't think it's that weak, but it's probably like definitely in the bottom 3. Yeah, Milan, that's the role. Theoretically, no single rule should completely cover what other rules can do. And that is true. That's why I hate how Trapper Beast Trapper and Beast Hunter work. Like, Trapper is just a better beast. Okay. Is it back? And now it reconnected again. It reconnected again. But it's immediately starting to drop frames. I might be back, kinda, but... Okay, now it should be back, but it's gonna drop again, I know. Now it's normal, I hope, yeah. But it's gonna be like, what? For 30 seconds at most? It's fine now. Luckily, I'm gonna eat soon, and then I'm definitely gonna fix it. Let me see, have I already gotten a message? I'm just... I wanna be like... able to fix it. Okay, anyways, hopefully we can like do this properly. I just paused the music, by the way, because hopefully that makes it better. Okay, Evil... No, we're not gonna check Evil Cupid Evil Center yet. Okay, let's do a poll real quick. We already did order the tiers. That's why I wanna like try and still order it. Like the new roast. Deep Sea Terror or Headless without a horseman. I wonder. The poll is running. Okay. What is the weakest role? Let's see. Wow, Deep Sea Terror. That's surprising me so far. Deep Sea Terror is the weakest. Is it actually that weak? Like I've like played one game with it in my game, so I don't know much about it, but is it like that weak? That's kind of crazy. I think we're gonna place it in the bottom then. It is kind of slow though, to be fair. Okay. Can we stuff that something? I think we might be able to stuff there. It must be a bit more to the left, I think. There you go. Okay, now what? I don't know what's weaker. Old Alchemist. I always forget the Old Alchemist. What is the Old Alchemist again? Oh yay, my frames are dropping again. Okay. Oh yeah, the old yeah, it was like basically just a slow serial killer, and then like actually you confirm people by being not alchemists by giving the useless potions, but you had to. Okay, what about Headless Horseman? I'm pretty sure this is gonna be bottom tier, but where oh where? This is wait, you can just say, is Headless Horseman stronger or weaker than SK? Stronger, weaker. This is the final tier list we do today, by the way. So we will have to do another one of these streams. That will then be probably in 2 or 3 weeks, but I think that should be fine. And then, yeah. Don't think Octopus is that lame. It's literally a voodoo mutability every day. It is a bit slow though, but I don't know if lame is the right word. I would say it's not lame, it's just weak. If you think they're equal, yeah, then just don't vote in that case, I think. Okay. It's a pretty clear answer I see here. well, clear, like 2 votes more, but okay, it is stronger. Okay, that puts us in the question here. I don't know if anyone wants to argue about this, but I would say this is gonna be here. I think the shapeshifter is stronger than the headless horseman. But if you guys think headless horseman should be moved up above like bomber as shapeshifter and evil detective maybe even, which that would be crazy for me. But yeah, then please let me know. Also, I might really have to make them smaller, which I don't really want to do. But yeah. Can I move this a bit? Okay, this looks fine now for me. When you decide to go to sleep. Wait, when I decide to go to sleep? I don't know. It really depends on if I have to do something the next day. Like usually I do. And then tomorrow I don't have like a fixed morning schedule. Tomorrow is like I'm gonna take one day tomorrow to just nap and like get some extra sleep because I might need it. And also, yeah, I don't really have. Since I do these streams, I don't. It's back. Okay. I know it doesn't bypass and shouldn't. I'm talking about the extra mark you get from targets dying. Yeah, it does help. It does have like this backup thing, yeah. Okay. I don't think anyone really argued with Headless Horseman needing to move up. So what we'll do is we'll talk about Evil Cupid and Evil Santa first, or now. Let's start with Evil Cupid. So, wait, shit, I remember now. We need to move stuff down, or are we gonna skip the whole top 10 thing? Let's skip it for now. I will move it down. Like we already ordered it, so if I really wanna, I will move down Cannibal and Blight to someone else, unless one of you, unless you guys are gonna say this should be C or B tier. Okay, okay, Evil Cupid. How do you guys look at Evil Cupid? Wait, did I swear? Yeah, I swear a lot actually, so it's not new. Oh, my sister has friends here, I think. That's what I heard. Okay, Evil Cupid. What do you think about Evil Cupid? Am I still there, actually? I don't know. Yeah, I should be there. I should be live. Evil Cupid is either an A or B. It's a really strong role, actually, now I think of it. I don't know if it's as strong as, like, Alchemist, or especially the Converter roles. But yeah, it could definitely... I could see A tier, for sure. Hello, Reini Shando, welcome in. Good afternoon to you, I think. The bindings is actually very scary. It is. Like, if you don't kill Evil Cupid quickly, it could be very dangerous. And of course, it's like, if you just find it, like, its threat is over. But yeah. For me, Evil Cupid is as strong as R, so I think A tier could make sense, yeah. You know, we'll do a poll right here. Nobody really argues with anything else than... We'll do 2 polls for the Evil Cupid, actually, in terms of placement. You know, maybe we can also include S. Nah, we'll just include A and B, because I don't really see anyone saying anything else than those, so... I don't know if there's anyone who wants to make an argument for C or S tier. You can literally kill without being seen by SS if you just bind. Yeah, that's true. Okay, we've got a couple votes for the A tier. Even if it's basically Alchemist, it can be better or worse. But do you think it should be S tier in that case as well? It might be the case, but just wondering. I think the poll is pretty unanimous so far we know. Like, I don't see many people voting right now. I see 3 votes, so 3 votes for A tier, 4 votes for A tier. He's basically Alchemist. It can be better or worse depending on the setup. Yeah. Not S, because Alchemist is more consistent. Yeah. Evil Cupid. What would you mean with like setup? When is like Evil Cupid like quite weak, for example? You're making me hear Dania. That's a funny typo. Okay, we'll do it A tier. Then now you'll do a second poll. For where on A tier? Welcome back. Where on A tier? I think this is like below Edo. Yeah, okay. There's like 3 options here. This is a quite easy one. It setups with a lot of protection. Oh yeah, I forgot that it doesn't bypass protection. But does it, like binding, does that doesn't, or does it bypass protection? Oh, I think we're getting a split poll here. Okay, I know I'm kind of inconsistent with this, but okay. I have 6 votes and there's a winner now. So we'll place it on the top of the A tier. Ilu and Arso, where are you at? Okay, Evil Santa is the last one we're gonna talk about today. Oh, that's not what I was supposed to do. Binding bypasses, yes, but if there is stuff like Tough Guy Beast Hunter Flagger that gets confirmed good, you may hit them while trying to bypass and kill Seams and kill Seers, for example. Huh? Can you please show how the werewolf tier list turned out? I missed a part of the stream. Okay. We didn't finish the werewolf tier list. I'll show you real quick though. Basically everything A tier and S tier, all these roles here can still change. So yeah, that hasn't really, we've not, well, they can change within the tiers. We have not really made the orders there, but B tier and everything below is like we finished those. So that's how it looks like. You're eating cake, nice. Alright, let's finish it with the solo there. Then, Evil Santa. Evil Santa is like, I think it's weaker than Evil Cupid for sure. That was what I would say. Because it it feels like you don't have the control that you might want as Evil Santa. At the same time, if you play against people, and that's just saying because I was one of those people. If you play with people who don't know how the role works, they might decide to not give the present or something. They might make things that are like pretty bad for them and good for the Evil Santa. So, but yeah, that's just basing out of noobs, and if we're gonna base things off of noobs, then everything becomes a lot stronger. So maybe that's just not fair. But Evil Santa is like, yeah, you can put people into like, yeah, clashes, I guess. Hello, Zeron Fox Wolf, welcome in. And as Evil Santa, I've wiped out the Insti team in one night because the recruit and Insti both chose to give. Oh. They both found each other less important. That's actually quite nice. But I don't know if it's like something you wanted to do, like wipe them out, because yeah, ideally you don't. Yeah, there might be like somewhat friends to you, unless it's a late game. Evil Santa OP. I think it's definitely not like, it's not low tier. It's not like C. It's probably like A or B again. You know what's kind of funny? If we're gonna put it as like high B or low A or something, or maybe even higher, and if I were to be like saying like not top 10, then you know what role is gonna be in a not top 10? That would be the Cannibal, and the Cannibal is actually a pretty strong role, I would say, but that role would be in the bottom tier then. I randomly gave gift on night 2 and that ES game. You can see it. Then you can absolutely also like use that to your advantage. You double kill every night. Yeah, typically you just double kill because there's rarely anyone who really says like, okay, I'm just gonna keep the gift for myself. I'm not gonna kill the other. And it's also like double kill on villagers. Like, it's not like Evil Detective that you have to like sacrifice a werewolf for a double kill, or a headhunter or a fool or whatever. You just can double kill villagers who think they're important enough. Let's make a poll for the tier here. I'm not as convinced. I don't know, you guys didn't really put certain tiers here, but I'm just based on what all of you are saying, I'm gonna just not include the bottom one. Does Evil Santa give presents to everyone like a nice guy? Well, yeah, he can, but no, he can't like do like that ho 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 message thing. He can give it to anyone, I guess, but it's not like very nice because the gifts are not nice. Okay, A tier. Okay, pretty quickly in A tier. Now where on the A tier? Okay, I think we can also figure that out. We have 4 options, so that should be enough. Between Arso and Ilu. I think Ilu is gonna be less, to be fair, on this tier. But below Ilu. No evil role would ever keep unless it's with their teammate. Yep. Even then, you kind of have to discuss it, I suppose. Also, what's gonna happen to the pumpkin in the original Santa Claus? Will they return as eventful like Easter Bunny? Yeah, I've asked that yesterday as well, like on my stream. I was like curious, but I don't know. It really depends on if they have ideas. that they can rework those roles. Between EC and Arso, there's actually pretty close. All these rules are quite close in strength. Yeah, okay. I think the poll is pretty obvious where this is gonna go. It's gonna be here. So we'll do the evil Santa there. Why am I if I do this? Why do I have this here? Arsonist. I hope you didn't hear what came from my belly. Okay. I know it's not really aligned, but but I can't do much about it right now. If you see a werewolf only dying, then obviously something is up with the other guy who survived. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Like, there's no way, if they give a villager and a werewolf, they give each other, for sure. And if you give two werewolves and they both kill each other, well, then they have a problem, and you kind of have as well, probably. And otherwise, you know they're discussing something. The Easter Bunny doesn't do anything different, right? Is it worth getting? It does do things different. It's reworked, yeah. Wait. So this is gonna be end of the tier list. I can show you real quick in game if you want to see it. Like, not like I can't like play with it because I don't even have the card. But let me boot up Wolvesville. Wait, do I have time for it? I don't think I got a message yet about dinner, so I guess we do have time. A little bit. Also check my... Okay, I will check your bio if I open Wolf. So let's open Wolvesville. I will show you what the Easter Bunny says it does. I have seen though that it is kind of bugged right now. If I'm not mistaken, I saw like that it. I don't know where I saw this. In some sort of Discord server, but whether it's my own or like Joker server or the official one, but it was like right now if you play Easter Bunny as the fixed role, it works properly. But if you have Easter Bunny as advanced role, like either temporary card or like the event card, and then you play it, then it's bugged or so. The game is like, okay, my internet is so slow that the game is not loading. That's really stupid. I just really need to look at the internet because it's so bad right now. I am opening also, but it's just still launching. The EB was okay, it was fixed. Okay, cool. So then that's not a problem anymore. Like if we do this is where it should appear. Hey, you see the Twitch chat? Welcome to the chat room. Yeah, it's not like I'm not live on Twitch. Why are so that high? You can lose your DAOs and the lost one not recover, unlike Deep Sea Terror, for example. Yeah, but are you really gonna argue Deep Sea Terror is stronger than Arsonist? Arsonist bypasses, they have more kill power. Yeah, that's basically it with Arsonist. But the bypassing is a pretty big thing. Bypassing protection. And also, yeah, just like 2 douses per night. And yeah, it was like, I remember from that Arso debate was really like, do we look at potential or do we look at realism? Because if we look at potential, Arso is like possibly the strongest solo in the game because if you are lucky, you can like douse. You can kill 10 players at night 5. No, not 10. You can kill 8 players by night 5. But yeah, that's a big. That's a really, really big if. Siren is at B. I think it had to do with like people knowing they are entranced, and then like some roles being able to anticipate sheriff and mortician. No, not mortician per se. Like mostly sheriff. Like prediction rules being to anticipate, that helps the village a lot. So got it now. Okay, wait. Maybe we should have used a different screen for this. Okay, maybe the stream is back now. I hope. What if we use it here? Look, so this rule is like, okay, at the start of the game you receive 4 eggs in a random order: golden, white, blue, and red. You will learn the order on day 1. Each day you must select a player to visit that night. At night you visit the sector and share your current egg with them. While visiting, you cannot be attacked directly, but will instead die if you target. That's like Red Lady. Each egg has a unique effect. Golden protects both of you. White mutes both of you for the next day. Blue roll blocks your target that night. And red reveals your target's aura to you. So if I think about this, this is a really cool roll, I think. It is RNG based to some degree, but I think it is like you could say this is RNG treated in a relatively healthy way, because you are given like a certain structure of actions. You have no influence over that, but you do have influence over who you're going to visit. So that helps. I would say this is a pretty good role, honestly. There's like, if you're gonna really have RNG in the game, this is probably a good way to do it. I will check your bio soon, but don't ask me that quickly. You only had one game as Arso where I killed everyone at the same time with none of my DAOs targets dying. Yeah, that's very rare. Like, it's not something I would say like you should assume that it's like how good Arso is, of course. But I would say arguably, like, I remember from that stream, Arso was really quite literally a heated debate. I would recommend, like, I don't really know what was said again, but Ghosty, if you want to know why it was placed there, I just say go check that stream. Like, that's the best thing I can do. Check that stream and check the chat there. You can find it in my live tab, and then I think this solo tier list was like a year ago already. Okay, okay. If Deep Sea Terror is the RK in a hidden RK game, their existence gets instantly known. Yeah, true, because everyone just sees like who is like being. There's a couple rules like that, and DST is one of them. But yeah, again, I would say like, considering how rules are as random rules, is not something I would really. There's not something very important we need to consider when looking at rules. The white egg is useless. Let me check. What was the white egg one? White means both of you next day. Yeah, this is kind of a negative effect, maybe, if anything. Yeah. Basically, you try to visit an evil in this case. You have to kind of visit an evil, because otherwise you only affect yourself, and then it's like pure negative. Although it also becomes like, this is also pretty provable. Maybe if anything, that's something I don't like about this rule then, is that it's quite provable. Like, this is pretty provable, the muting Um, Role blocking also, but you can lie about it, I guess. The red one, the white one is just like, I hope I don't know how they treated it, but if you see like some sort of mute icon, this is just provable rule. You can vote, okay. But no, does it also like, do you get like a mute icon when you do you get a mute icon when you get like muted? Because if you get a mute icon, everyone sees it. It basically everyone knows like, okay, one of those two players is definitely the Easter Bunny, and the other one, yeah, it's just like the target. I did put you in the timeout, yes, because you were asking the same question too often. Nobody knows you got me. Okay, then I take it back. I think there's then. Okay, it is really hard to simulate this role. I'm gonna say that because. Yeah, okay. The golden one is not hard. White is hard to simulate. Like basically, you need like. You're gonna need to stay silent, and also you need to find someone who is also staying silent. So that's really weird. You need to find someone who stays silent. You can like say like if a werewolf, if you're gonna be werewolf and you claim Easter Bunny, you can say to another werewolf, "Can you stay silent for a day?" And then we pretend that you are like, I visited you. But I doubt whether that's gonna be a frequent strategy. Like imagine muting, like trying to act like you're both muted for a day. Like that's just half the werewolf team like not active in a day. So that's like, that's a major flaw for simulating this role. I guess it's possible, but it's like it could be dangerous for your team. Role blocking is like, yeah, if you're gonna say like, hey, I role blocked I don't know, some sort of scapegoat or some sort of player, then it's actually this, yeah, someone also needs to say like, yeah, I got role blocked, otherwise you're just fall through, you just crack the ice, and you, yeah, I don't know how to say that. You just like, yeah, your claim is basically fake. And red reveals your, yeah, that one is pretty doable, I would say. You can basically just say like one info. Actually, that's like the most compelling reason probably why you would simulate this role. The fact that you get red, I could imagine like a lot of players simulating this role saying like, oh, I got red like pretty early, and then like day 2 or day 3, and then I can reveal someone aura, then they can put someone bad and use that, and then they say like something like white or blue is gonna be at the end, but it's gonna be suspicious if that happens a lot. But it's an interesting thought though, that Easter Bunny can be simulated, but it's also not the easiest thing ever. No icon, so you can't even prove it, but your chats turn into, okay, ... So then your teammate has to do that too. Or your teammate, whoever you pretend to be muted. Also, as EB, it's best to announce the white egg before you actually mute someone, because you can be misdinged if they push you during it. Oh yeah, that's true. What is timeout? Basically, I said... Basically, I put you in timeout because you asked for me to check your profile. And you asked it too much time and too many times. And then I'm like, yeah, that's just annoying for me. And I like that you are active, but don't spam, please. Like, don't ask the same question every time. Or, yeah, like, I'm just gonna... Like, if you ask it too often, I will just not do it, basically. But if bully can cost a player, Jada Warden doesn't know that. I guess so, yeah. That's true. Okay, so that's like about it for the Easter Bunny. I think it's a pretty nice roll. For now, I'll check your profile. Let me accept friend request real quick. Hopefully. This is really weird. This person has unfriended me at some point, I think, because we had a chat already. I think they accidentally unfriended me. Also, can be a bit smaller. I'll fix it off camera, I think. Okay, let me see. I'm Milan, I'm just a regular Wolvesville player. YouTube Milan is cool. I'm 10 years old. Yeah, you put it in your bio. That's dangerous. I would remove that, honestly. Imagine you being executed because you got concussed, making you unable to talk. Yeah, that is like quite sour, I would say. Alright, I think it's gonna be time for me to end. It's like 6:30. I will have dinner anytime now, so... Also, like, my internet's been a bit better now, but it's definitely not good. I still need to fix it, so yeah. Alright. I streamed longer than I expected to. But yeah, obviously, we have like 5 more tier lists and the A tier and the S tier in the Werewolf one, so we'll definitely have to do another of these. But I think it was fun. There were not that many people, but at some point we had a couple people like voting for sure. But yeah, alright. That's it. I will see you next week. Probably on Friday? I don't know. I think Friday, yeah. Probably with some sandbox on Friday. And then what I will... I don't know, Saturday or Sunday what I will do. But yeah, we'll see. I don't think I have particular plans for either Saturday or Sunday. So I might be able to do like both if I really have if I have like nothing else too busy. You can send me a DM in Discord, but I might not react if I have dinner. So, alright. See you later, and don't be traitor. Goodbye.